welcome back to my very girl boss vlogmas. If you do not know, my name is Erin. I am a mindset and business coach helping mothers go from mom to entrepreneur, and I am extremely excited to be on this journey and really excited that you guys have been engaging so much in this with me. I've gotten so many messages from mothers, so many messages from women looking to get the tools and tips to succeed in becoming a full-time entrepreneur. It can be scary, and I know it's even scarier now with what's going on. And so while coaching these women, I know that a lot of the struggle is really getting out of your own way. You really have to have or develop a growth mindset in order to be an entrepreneur. But you can develop a growth mindset. That's literally what having a growth mindset is all about. It's about the willingness to want to learn, continue to grow. So if you are unfamiliar with what a fixed mindset is versus a growth mindset, I will quickly tell you guys. So a fixed mindset, an example of this would be someone who says like, oh, well, Shelly is just born a great dancer. Or Tina can really sing because she was born with the gift to sing. It's the belief that you were born with certain types of skills or talents, and there's really no growing beyond that. So basically, I'm just not good at X because I just wasn't born to be good at that. And that is incredibly limiting. If you truly believe that even with hard work or education, you cannot reach a certain skill level, a certain goal, that you do not have a growth mindset. Everyone has both built into them naturally. We all have a fixed mindset built into us, which is the most common, and we all have a growth mindset. It just needs to be untapped. I wanted to do a quick video about my top 5 tips or ways that you can embrace a growth mindset so that you guys can start making the changes in your life now to help you expand and grow for 2021. We do not want the same fixed mindset going into the new year, because from that mindset is where you're getting all of your limiting beliefs, where you're getting all of your fears, where you're getting all of your doubts, because you don't have it in your brain that you can do whatever you want to do. I really want you guys to know that you can adapt this growth mindset, and once you do, it's going to change the course of your life. I wanted to get this into this for you guys so that you guys can have this information and learn how to embrace a growth mindset and go from a fixed to a growth mindset. Let's get into it. My top 5. Number 1 is to embrace your imperfections and your weaknesses. You have to know and understand that you're never going to be the best at everything. Like I said, you may learn to sing, but you may not be the best at it. Like, you're never going to be the best at everything. It's just not going to happen. But your ability to embrace that is what makes you have a growth mindset. And a number 2 way is to stop seeking approval. This is a huge tip, and you will find that this is on a few of my tips for success. Like, this is just a number 1 tip or practice that you should be doing to be successful. You have to stop seeking approval from everyone. You have to really learn to trust yourself. You can't grow and expand your life, your thinking, if you are checking for approval all the time. Like, if you're worried about what your husband thinks, if you're worried about what your kids think about you moving forward in your business, you won't do it. If you're worried about what outside influences think about anything in your life, if you are too busy seeking approval from everybody when nobody matters, the only person you need approval from is yourself. Number 3 is to welcome criticism. Trust me, this is the hardest thing to do. I am a Taurus, and this is one of the things I struggle with the most. But if you allow certain criticism in your life, again, you'll be able to grow. Number 4 is to make yourself uncomfortable. I talk about this all the time as well. It's something that I would most definitely tell my younger self today. If I could go back and tell my younger self something, this would be the number 1 tip, absolutely hands down, would be to make yourself uncomfortable. Being uncomfortable forces you to grow. Being an entrepreneur is extremely uncomfortable. You're being thrown into situations that you're not necessarily used to. You're making decisions that you wouldn't necessarily have. You're making decisions that you otherwise wouldn't have had to with a business. Everything is up to you. It's extremely uncomfortable, even when you're meeting with other entrepreneurs, especially if you're talking to entrepreneurs who are well beyond where you are. It's uncomfortable, but you know what? I have learned so much from being around women who make me uncomfortable. And with this, you learn to embrace challenges. Entrepreneurship is all about challenges. There are going to be so many things. I talk to you guys all the time about all of the mistakes that I've made along the way, and there's going to be so many different challenges and roadblocks coming up. But if you are able to take that uncomfortableness and learn what you need to learn from it, embrace it, and grow, it is going to help you so much on this journey and really just throughout your life in general. And number 5 is probably the easiest and yet the hardest thing for people to do, and that is to just accept what you're doing is not working. That is so hard. It is so hard to tell someone who is stuck in their ways that what they're doing is not working. You know, what's the saying? I think it was Albert Einstein, that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. If you feel like the attitude you have towards life, the things that you carry around with you in life, these are things that you've been doing, and they are not working, it's time to accept it and move on. That is what having a growth mindset is all about. It's about recognizing that what you're doing is not working, learning how to correct that, and doing the work to get you from that fix to that growth mindset. That's literally what it's all about. It is so hard, though, to tell people that what they're doing is not working, especially when you're transitioning into entrepreneurship. There are going to be a million and one things that you do that you think are great ideas. I cannot tell you how many great ideas I had, and I put them in place, and then they did not work. And then it's up to me to say, okay, what I'm doing is not working. What I'm doing is not working, and I need to continue my business to grow. So I need to stop what I'm doing and learn something new and implement that. It's going to be the same thing for even starting to get into entrepreneurship. If you see that what you're doing, working your 9 to 5, killing yourself, working in a business that you don't really love, you're not passionate about what you're doing. If you do that for long enough and you realize that things are just not changing, you're still unhappy, you're still drained, you're still not taking time for yourself, you're still not seeing your family, you're still not making the money you want, you don't have the things that you want in life, it's time to make a change. That is what having a growth mindset is all about. So these are my top 5 tips of how you can really embrace a growth mindset. Just a few things that you can do to help you go from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. Of course, there is a ton more work that needs to be done. If you start implementing all of these little things into your daily life, if you start embracing your weaknesses, you stop seeking approval from everyone, you welcome criticism, and you make yourself uncomfortable, and you really sit down and realize that what you're doing is not working, you will eventually grow. You will eventually change. And I have for you guys just quick 5 things of how to go from a fixed to a growth mindset. I really want you guys to take this in and do your own research. I tell you that after every video, because what I'm giving you is just a guide. It's just something for you to think about. You need to be doing your own research, your own, that's what building a business is. If you're truly trying to become an entrepreneur and build your business from a ground up, one resource is not going to be enough. You have to do your own research, find your own resources, and start building the life that you truly want. Again, I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I want you guys to continue to come along with me on this journey. I say that all the time because I am really passionate about helping women. I'm super passionate about helping my moms, and I want all of us to reach the next level in 2021. I'm leveling up in 2021, and I want you to be there too with me, sis. All right, so let's do it. See you guys in my next video.